This is the full moon reading. Full moon is happening in the sign of Scorpio. It's happening tomorrow. So let's find out what's coming our way, what this full moon means for us. All right. One second. So let's find out what's coming our way, what this. All right. Okay, all right, let's begin. See what's coming through for us. So this full moon is happening tomorrow, the 12th of May, and it's in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign, and Scorpio has to do with our subconscious, and full moons also has to do with our subconscious. So what I'm intuitively getting for us is we might come across, and Scorpio has to do with seeking the truth, and it also has to do with patience. So what this means for us is we might come across something like deep hidden um emotions. It could be old fears may come to the surface. But it could be anything. We may come across some situations, and we may come across some emotions, feelings, and things like that. However, this situation, the Scorpio full moon, is actually helping us sit down with these emotions, feelings, and find out, dig a little bit deeper, and to find out where it's coming from, what's going on, what the truth is, things like that. Because Scorpio is all about seeking the truth, digging deeper for answers. So yeah, just be aware of this. Where you are, what you are coming across, just be conscious. And this has to do with sitting with these emotions and feelings and not avoiding them. So that way we can create a breakthrough, right? And find out where this is coming from, what's causing the yeah. So in order, so we can understand ourselves better, our life better, things like that. So yes, it's not a good time. Full moons and new moons are not a good time to make important decisions. Couple of days before and after the full moon, things may not be that clear. The clarity may not be there, and that's also when we have to be okay with the mess, be okay with the uncertainty, and knowing that the answers will come. So it's asking for patience, it's asking for self-reflection, and asking ourselves questions. So yeah, let's begin, see what's coming through. Let's start with Aries. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can jump straight to your reading. You don't have to watch the full video. It's going to be a long video, 12 signs, right? So yeah, the timestamps will be in the description box below. You can go straight to your reading. Okay, so let's begin. Aries. Aries, what does this full moon mean for you? 8 of Swords is here. That's what I was talking about when I said, things may not be that clear. And this is about being okay with the uncertainty. 7 of Pentacles and the Tower card. Okay. And then Page of Wands is on the back of the deck. Looks like you are beginning something new here. There is something that you are looking forward to. However, this may not be clear. You may not know like what's the next step is, and that's okay. You will, some blocks are being released here, and it may not feel comfortable. So here with this, it feels like you are totally in the full moon energy. This is you asking yourself question, you coming across some self doubts, fear based thinking, or it could also be you judging yourself, or it could also be people's opinions, their expectations, their what they are, you know, coming up with. So there's a lot like noises. It could be what you are hearing, what you are watching, and your own thoughts about things. So just be aware of these noises, how it's making you feel, you know. Yes, if there is something you want to begin, things may not be that clear, and that's okay. It's this full moon is reminding you to be okay with the uncertainty, and this is an opportunity for you to consider your options and also find out where you are spending, how you are spending your time, your energy, your hard-earned money, and if it's worth it, you know. This is you feeling a little bit dissatisfaction. Maybe things are not going the way you had expected, things are slow, and this is you thinking, rethinking things and reconsidering things to find out if this is how you want to move forward, or if something needs to change. And that change is happening here. You know, sometimes what happens is, even though we know what needs to change, sometimes our thoughts are so paralyzing, our fear of uncertainty is so paralyzing that we don't do anything about it. And when we don't do anything about something, and if we have outgrown that situation, then universe interferes, right? So that's what's happening here. So this is a blessing in a disguise. So what that means is you might come across a sudden disruption. You know, it could be anything. It may have something to do with relationships here. It could be things in your life, you know, like your vehicle. It could be like some maintenance issues coming up, or it could be someone challenging your ideas, your way of doing things, or it could be maybe you are asked to do something that you are not comfortable with. So circumstances, situations that is throwing you out of your comfort zone. You may not feel good about it. But what this is a blessing in a disguise, you know. This is reminding you to, you know, still be I don't know, be okay with the changes, and go with the flow. Face your fears head on, face your challenges, be brave, be confident, and you got this, you know. So this is all about where we are coming from. So this full moon is reminding you to uh, get ahead of these changes, you know, be confident and embrace what's coming your way, because there is an opportunity. So for some, it could be an emotional outburst, you know, and that always help us create positive changes. And it's also a chance for us to reflect on things, to find out, okay, what is it that I want, you know, what needs to change, and then initiating those changes. So that's what this situation is helping you. It could be some kind of loss, you know. It could be work related, it could be a project that you are working on. Maybe you have to let go of certain things so you can redo them, things like that. So there is an opportunity, and so that's what the energy is reminding you. Okay, so um, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards for you. It could also be travel coming through for some of you, and might come across some delays, so some setbacks, so be proactive. Okay, Aries, your message is impatience. Okay, and that's what this energy is. Maybe you are not happy with the way things are going, so a dissatisfaction, you know, impatience. And so it could be that you are asking someone to hurry up and make up their mind, make their decision, things like that. And maybe everybody is taking, yeah, something to do with a situation that you are coming across. Okay. So the message is, my life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I am always at the right place at the right time. There you go. That's exactly what that's exactly what I was talking about. So this is telling yourself, if you are feeling a little bit not, if you are not happy with the way things are going, if there is some kind of uncertainty and you don't know what to do, if you are coming across some setbacks, know that there is a blessing, there is an opportunity, and this moment is telling you everything is unfolding the way it's meant to. Okay, so you have to believe it and you have to trust it, trust the intelligence of the power of the universe, right? And then go with these changes. There is an opportunity. Okay, amazing. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, let's see what's coming through for you. Taurus, your cards are Tower. This came through for Aries as well. This is the full moon energy. Okay. Oh, wow. This came through for Aries as well. Maybe your Aries is in your chart, or maybe you are dealing with an Aries. Queen of Wands. Yes, Queen of Wands is fire element. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy coming through. It could be that these signs are in your chart. And then you have Two of Cups. Okay. Two of Cups here has to do with you connecting with someone here. Queen of Wands. And this is, it could be siblings, friendships, co-workers. So this full moon is, bringing some harmonious energy your way. So this is harmony, harmony in relationships. It could be that you are meeting someone for coffee. It could be you are doing something that you are not comfortable with. It could be that you are meeting someone, it could be a date night for some of you. If you are looking for love, then it could also be, you meeting someone. Something that you were not expecting, maybe a surprise. So yeah, expect phone calls, messages, and it could also be that you might have to travel in order to meet them. And yes, on the other hand, maybe this full moon is asking you to take care of yourself. Okay, so this is, if you are feeling a little bit irritated, agitated, or pay attention to your emotions, what's going on internally. Okay, if that is the case, maybe because it's happening because you are worried about the future, you are worried about how things are turning out, the results, the outcome, something like that. Or it could also be maybe you are just exhausted, something to do with your health, things like that. So this is also like headaches, migraines. I woke up with a headache today actually, but now I'm fine. So maybe if that is the case, this full moon energy is reminding you the importance of self-care, taking care of yourself. If you are not taking care of yourself, then it won't be possible for you to show up for whatever it is that you are responsible for, your daily tasks, duties, responsibilities, your projects, work. It could be relationships, things like that. So when we are full, it will be possible for us to give with an open heart, and be there, be present, and take care of things with ease and calm. So yeah, what is it? The Scorpio full moon is reminding you, asking you, what is it that you can do to strengthen your connection with yourself, and what is it that you need to, what is it that you need right now? You know, so inner calm and stability is something you want to focus on. Um, these are your cards, Taurus. Tower, then Eight of Swords, and then Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands here could either be your energy or it could be somebody else. If this is your energy, there is a shift happening. From this, you are moving into this. So this is a card of leadership, you know. Yes, this is like you telling yourself things are, this is a mess. And, you know, you don't know how to proceed, what to do. Yeah, this is like you being confident. You are like, okay, you know what, now I have to clean it up. Let me just roll up my sleeves and get to work, you know, and get my life back in order. So that's what this energy is. You, you know, taking on the challenges, you facing it head on, you know, whatever the situation is, and you doing what you need to do. So this is you creating magic. You are getting things done here. You are making things happen. And see this energy, look at these cards here. This is about you worrying about things, and this is about hope, optimism for the future. You know, so, you know, confusion and clarity exist in our mind. It's just a thought away. The journey from confusion to clarity is just a thought away. So this is where you are changing your perspectives. You know, you are seeing something more clearly. You are, you know, this is where you are believing your own abilities to get something done, and also you taking care of yourself, so you have the strength and the stamina to get the work done here. Okay, so this is self-care, and this is also where you are focusing on other things. It could be your, yeah, strength training, exercise, you know, watching your diet. It could also be decluttering and cleaning up. It could be your home space. Maybe you are simplifying. Maybe you are getting something that you really like. So yeah, or it could also be internal. Okay, if you are coming across, if you are not feeling good about something, then this is about you addressing that situation and figuring out a way. You know, it could be thoughts, ideas, things like that, or it could also be, yeah, letting go of thoughts and ideas that are not helpful for you, beliefs, things like that. Or it could also be you knowing what the issue is and then finding a way. So it could mean learning a new skill, it could mean making an effort, and it could mean collaborating with someone, it could mean doing your research, or it could mean taking care of yourself so you can clean up whatever this is. You know, this is an explosion, a big mess, and this is you not knowing what to do. On the other hand, with both these energies, it feels like when it comes to your, you know, someone, it could be your personal interactions with others. This is again some emotional outburst. It could either be you, Taurus, it could be somebody else. You know, maybe they are not happy with the way things are going, and they are taking it out on you. Not sure like who is overreacting here. So here it feels like, you know, with something that's happening. It could be that you are finding it difficult to clearly articulate your thoughts and express your feelings. Maybe it's kind of holding you back. Maybe it was you are not expecting it, so you don't know what to do. Or it could also be, you know, a foggy mind, and that happens when our mind is overstimulated. You know, sometimes when somebody asks us something, then we don't know what to say, because either the mind comes up with different, all kinds of possibilities. You know, you know, this is you seeing different meanings, possibilities, options, and things like that. So that is kind of paralyzing. You know, then we don't know like which one is right for us. or it could be um, you want use expectations, Taurus. Maybe you want to say the right thing, you want to do the right thing, and that is holding you back because you are overthinking things. Maybe you want things to go in a perfect way, so you are overthinking things. So what needs to happen, I don't want to give you any advice because it happens to the best of us. So this could mean letting just being you, I don't know. um, Sometimes that's what's needed, and not worry too much about how things are going to turn out, the results, the outcomes, the expectations and things like that. Instead, just be in the moment and do what you can and let go of the rest. And also let go of the things we don't have control over and focus on us instead. What is it that we need? So when we are, again, when our cup is full, then we can give. And if this is like mental exhaustion, then the card is also reminding you, maybe think about taking a break, or it could be meeting a friend for a coffee, picking up the phone and calling them and talking it out. Maybe it could also be counseling and things like that, and talking it out and finding a creative channel, finding a creative way of releasing whatever it is that you are holding on to. That is important. It could also be that you are coming across some maintenance issues here. It could be your vehicle, it could be your home, or it could be, you are brainstorming new ideas, new way of doing things. Maybe you are learning new things and you are coming across a lot of options and opportunities and you don't know what to do. So, okay. Um, this full moon is reminding you to take a step back and make time for you, reflect on things. What is it that you want? So it's important, this full moon, it's important you clarify your own thoughts and be clear about what is it that you want. Okay, and you don't have to figure out how to go about it, what to do. um, it's about setting that intention that, okay, this is what I want to experience, this is how I want to move forward, this is what I want, and then you will, and then pay attention to what you are coming across, signs, synchronicities, what you are reading, what you are hearing, and then follow the inspiration. Okay, and yes, and be okay, be willing to get out of that safe zone. And that's also what happens when we come across new inspirations. We might have to challenge our own, you know, our own, it could be limiting beliefs, or it could be our own challenging our own fears, and in order to follow our heart, our inspiration, right? So that's what the energy is reminding you. And there is a shift happening. This is you being on top of your priorities, you being clear about what you want. This is you staying optimistic and clear about things and moving forward, taking action, being brave. Beautiful energy. So there is a shift happening. So yeah, being clear about what you want is important, because when we don't make decisions, others makes it for us, right? And then we don't want to then blame the situation, people and things like that, because that is also a choice that we are making, not to make that decision, right? So this is about clarifying your own thoughts and being clear about what you want and making your decision and moving forward with things. It takes time. It's not like an easy process. Yes, it's difficult, it takes time. Then it's this full moon is all, reminding all of us to sit with that uncertainty, sit with our confusion, and once the energy settles down, we will know what to do. It's all about setting the intentions, writing things down, and so that is important. Okay, Taurus, your message is true offering. All right, for some of you it could also be creative blocks, and the card is reminding you to be you. So the message is, may I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love, use me for the highest. I am yours. So this is this is a prayer meditation, and this is an affirmation. If you are coming across some fear-based thinking, then this has to do with releasing. It could be prayer, it could be asking for guidance, and this is where you are asking your higher self to help you release all fears, illusions, addictions, whatever it is that's holding you back, so you can express yourself in an authentic way, and yeah, being this is both these cards, amazing energy. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. This is you focusing on a higher purpose, your priorities, what's more important. So Taurus, that's what I have for you. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, moving on to Gemini. Let's see what's coming through for you, Geminis. All right, Geminis, your cards are Ace of Swords, perfect. Four of Wands, and the Hangman. Okay, and Eight of Pentacles is on the back of the deck. So this full moon looks like, you are moving into a new vision. Something new is on the horizon for you. And this is like you are being brave, you are taking some risk, and you are clear about what you want. This is a new vision. And you are working with others, Gemini. So this is, it could be your community, it could be work related, it could be you collaborating with someone, it could be your personal life. Whatever it is that you want to do, there are people. You are joining hands with others, you are, doing things together. So this is a collaborative effort and something. And yes, this is, you single-mindedly focusing on something. So this is commitment, dedication, discipline, a clear mind, knowing what you want. And that is half the battle won, knowing what we want. When we know what we want, it's important for us to then work towards it, do whatever we need to do. So that's what's happening here. This is you, focused intention, aiming for something here. And putting all your energy, attention, efforts in that direction. So perfection, Geminis. It could also be training. It could be you practicing something. Practice makes perfect. So it could be that you are focusing on perfection. On the other hand, it could be something you are working on. Okay, a project. Work related something, or it could also be maybe are you focusing on perfection. It could be relationships, it could be self expectations. Okay, so yeah, sacrifices. So what happens is um, when I said self expectations, what I mean is maybe you want to be perfect, and you here, that's what's coming up, the energy that's showing up for you. It's like you want to be perfect, you want to show up for everybody, you want to do your 100%, you give it your 100% wherever you are, whatever it is that you are doing. It could be the strangers you are meeting, you are giving them your full attention, and you are listening to them, and you are there. And when you drop the ball, you are like maybe beating yourself down. So that can also happen, even though I don't see it here, except here. Something like that is coming through. Or it could also be that, because of that, you might say yes to whatever is coming your way, because you want to be helpful and you want to be there for them, things like that. So that can make you, so the hangman has to do with some sacrifices. Okay, so maybe you are giving up your own needs, maybe, and so you can, yeah, it's like, again, expectations. um if that is not something that you want to do, I don't that's absolutely okay. But it's important to be aware of this energy. Sometimes when we do that, and if we don't get what we want, if someone is not there for us, and if we don't get what we want, then that can lead to some frustrations and disappointments. And here it feels like you are, um, something is being held back from you, um, or it could be that you giving up something for a greater cause, or it could be because you want to be there, so that's the energy I'm getting from that card. Ace of Swords is facing your challenges, facing your fears. This is being brave, and you taking action. Four of Wands. So again, this energy could be, something to do with your work, a project you are working on, or it could be family, friendships, your community, things like that. So this is a celebration. So for some of you guys, it could be that maybe you are visiting someone is visiting you, and it could also be housewarming, something like that, you reaching a milestone, celebration. All right. A new vision is emerging now. So it could be that your priorities are going through a change. You are seeing something differently, um, someone differently. Yeah, or it could be that you want to let go of certain things so you can create that space for something new. Okay. Yeah, service is what I'm seeing here. Survey. So it could be something to do with your business. If you are a service business based business, it could be you changing up certain things. Yeah, what I want to say is beautiful energy, Geminis. If you come across, you might come across some delays, things like that, but that could also be happening for a reason. Okay, so this is reminding you to take a slow down, take a step back, in order to clearly understand what's going on, things like that. So for instance, if there is something you want to do, maybe the full information may not be there. You are coming across some information here though, news, information, phone calls, messages, and yeah, it could be people close to you, family, friends, work related. And yeah, this is how you are feeling, a little bit taken aback, it could be some delays, things like that. But maybe that is also an opportunity for you to see something differently, see someone differently, and maybe a blessing. There is an opportunity, there is a blessing. And this is a Scorpio energy, Gemini. This is asking you to be slow down and be more observant, remain flexible, and evaluate things before making decisions, before drawing conclusions. Because full moons are also time when things may not be that clear, and you might come across something and you don't want to make assumptions. This is you, taking that time to understand something clearly. Scorpio is all about seeking the truth, and this is truth. This is the answers. And so, but you, in order to reach that, in order to gain that understanding, that information, you might have to take a step back and be observant. It's also about listening to your own intuition, and being present with what you are coming across, the situations and things like that. And so that way you will, and remaining flexible, and also as assessing the situation, so you know what exactly is going on and how you can move forward, what needs to change, what needs to happen in order for you to move forward with your plans. This is you making some plans here, some decisions. Okay, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. 11, this is manifestations. This is magician's energy. Your sign is ruled by the magician in tarot, and that's exactly what this is. You are in your elements, and whatever it is that you want, the plans you are making, the decisions you are taking, the support is there, Gemini. Okay, and this is also you focusing on the basics, what needs to working your way, starting from the bottom maybe and working your way up. Yeah, some manifestations are happening here. You reaching a milestone. All right, celebrations, wonderful. Oh, okay. So your Gemini season begins, okay, this is a full moon energy, but the Gemini season begins 20th of May, and today is what? Today is 11th, right? Yes. But your birthday is, those of you who are celebrating your birthday, that's next week, I think. Okay. Gemini's, your message for this full moon is make it God's. All right. So I told you, you are changing up your priorities, change of plans here, and you are looking at things in a different way. There is a new vision. It could be, for some of you guys, it could be volunteer work, community work, and participation is what I'm seeing. Participating, engaging. So it could be networking, meetings, groups you belong to. So the message is release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right action gets shown. Free me from the prison of my, dear Lord. Okay, so this is a prayer. So this is like you dropping your ideas, beliefs about something, and you remaining flexible. And you are here, you are keeping an open mind, Gemini. You are learning something new about yourself, about the situation, about this relationship, the job, whatever the case may be. You are learning something new here. And that is actually the reason why this is happening is because you are willing to remain flexible. You are willing to drop your own ideas about things in order to a greater cause is what I'm seeing. So one more time, release the idea of my, the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. This is setting yourself free, from all expectations maybe, and remaining flexible and staying open to what's coming your way. And you are also making the right decisions here, the right actions, the right, something right. Maybe, yeah, again, expectations. Maybe you want to do the right thing, you want to make the right decision, you, yeah, something like that. And that is actually, and that's the reason why this is happening, because you are reflecting on things. What is right here? What is the right course of action? What do I need to do? Things like that. So that's what I have for you, Geminis. Hope this was helpful. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay, thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer, let's see what's coming through for you. Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay, Cancers, your cards are Ace of Cups, lovely, that's love, hope, Four of Wands, perfect. Page of Wands, okay, something new is on the horizon. Ace of Wands, amazing. Okay, this full moon energy is supporting your plans, your dreams, your goals, whatever it is that you want to do. This full moon is pouring amazing energy onto you, Cancer. So this is an abundance of everything that your heart wants. You know, wishes are coming true and a new beginning is happening. You are feeling energetic, inspired and motivated. This is passion, this is heart-centered energy, and that's everything we need to make us feel more alive, create and fulfill our our potential, our dreams, our goals, and live an amazing life, right? Love and passion, purpose, so yeah, amazing. So looks like there is some celebration happening. It could be, yeah, those of you who are looking for love, it could be you meeting someone. This looks like an amazing, passionate energy. So yeah, Page of Wands is very, very excitement, enthusiasm. So this could either be your energy, Cancer, or it could be somebody else you are meeting. This is fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, or it may have something to do with your family. Maybe you guys are doing things together, and yeah. So this is either, it could be that someone is visiting you or you are visiting someone. This is home and family, or it could be housewarming. You beginning something new here. Look at these cards. All these cards has to do with new beginnings. Maybe you reached a milestone and you are celebrating your wins with the people you love, maybe friendships, siblings, kids. All right. So, and the support is also there. Whatever it is that you want to do, this is your community being there for you. It could be family, friends, your community, workmates, things like that. So yeah, nothing much to say here, Cancer. I love this energy for you. Amazing. So yeah, here this is an aha moment. This is you recognizing something, you realizing something, and this is maybe you are hearing from someone, news, information, things like that, and time for celebration. Ace of Cups here has to do with love. This is you being in, it could be you being in the energy of love, or it could be people around you. So love is all around. An open heart, peace, harmony. Everything that our heart wishes for is here. So enjoy the moment is all what I want to say. I don't want to go into the details, but this is, the energy is reminding you to be present and enjoy every drop of it. Okay. All right, here with Ace of Cups, this is also healing happening in relationships. So it could be that you are having an open heart conversation, an open, honest conversation with someone, and that is helping you heal, or it could also be self-healing. Maybe you are releasing, something. This is forgiveness. This is you releasing emotions that are not helpful anymore, that are not beneficial for you. And this is a spiritual bath, meaning you focusing on a love, beauty, abundance. And because of that, everything else is falling away. Everything that is not good, that are not beneficial for you, are falling away. We don't, the thing is, um, sometimes we are too much focused on what we need to let go, right? We are focused on those painful moments, and then we are working on, yeah, yeah, we put all our energy and attention towards those things, like how do we struggle with coming up with a way to release all those painful memories and uh, things like that, and when we can't do that, that's what happens in therapy. um, Sometimes they ask you questions, and then you are reliving the old painful experiences all over again. um, you know and therapy is different from coaching. Coaching actually focus on what's ahead, the future. Therapy sometimes takes years and years, because sometimes, you know, uh, the reason why it takes years and years is because we are still talking about the same painful stories. And when we do that, we keep them alive, and we are reliving them. So that's the reason why it takes years and years. And sometimes, we have to tell ourselves enough is enough. Now it's time to move forward. What's next? What can I do? What is it that I want? What is it that I want to experience? And take the necessary action. So I don't know why, like, it's not showing up here, but healing is happening. It could be that maybe you know what you need to do, and you are taking action and moving forward, uh, and you are releasing all those, something that's not beneficial for you. So that's healing, forgiveness, and love. You focusing on love, beauty, abundance. All right, Cancer, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards for you. Okay, Cancer, the message is trust. All right, and that's what I'm seeing here for you. You trusting yourself, you trusting your own intuition, and you listening to yourself, Cancer. The insights, the ideas that you are getting, this is you being present, and being aware of what the messages that you are coming across, and you following your inspiration, you are following your dreams, your heart. And this is also, it could also be trusting others. It could be people you are collaborating with, workmates, personal life. And yeah, trust. Amazing. So the message is, when love is invited to take over, Right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. Looks like the path is here, my dear. You know, this is this is happening because you were patient. You know, you trusted yourself, you trusted the universe, and life, you know, and because of that, whatever it is that you have been waiting for is here now. Amazing energy. Now, um, like I said, enjoy every drop and yeah, be in that, stay in your heart, and be in that energy of love. Maintain it. So one more time, when love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Yeah, this is divine timing, perfect timing, and things are unfolding beautifully for you, Cancer. Love this energy for you. Thank you for being here. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay, take care. All right, so now let's move on to Leos. Leos, let's see what's coming through for you. All right, Leos, your cards are Knight of Cups. That's amazing. That's love. Nine of Swords. Okay, that's a little bit challenging. And King of Cups. Okay. Knight of Swords. Okay, so you have air element and water. Air and water. So air has to do with thoughts, you know, our mind taking over. And then you also have Knight of Cups and two knights here. So two knights here has to do with messages, you coming across some information, news. And King of Cups here has to do with both these energies could be, you know, water signs. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy coming through. And this full moon is happening in Scorpio. Okay. So yeah, so looks like, you know, you are making an impulsive decision here, Leo. It could be that maybe, you know, the whole picture is not clear, complete information is not here. And you are making some decisions here. It could be that someone is overreacting. So I'm not sure if it's you or somebody else. They don't know, someone here don't know what exactly is going on, and they are drawing their conclusions here, and they are reacting to the situation without clearly understanding what's going on, you know. So I'm not sure if it's you or it's the other person here. So some conflicts are breaking out and someone is feeling a little bit bad about things, you know. So yeah, and then I also see an apology. And this is emotional stability. You know, all these cards could be your energy, Leo. Maybe, you know, you are coming across some emotional situation, full moon energy. So, and, you know, certain things may not be that clear, you know, and that's what this energy is. So before drawing our conclusions, before taking any action, especially important decisions, you might want to just clearly understand what's going on before saying or doing anything. When it comes to contracts, agreements, if things are not clear, don't rush into anything. Instead, you know, you don't want to go by someone's words, their advices, their suggestions. Instead, you want to clearly understand the situation before making any decisions. Okay, you don't want to blindly follow someone's suggestions or advices, but you want to look at the details and before making any decisions. And yes, Knight of Cups here has to do with taking a leap of faith, you know. Again, I'm not sure if it's an impulsive decision, if it's a well thought out action that you are taking. Not sure. So just know, I'm not sure your situation, Leo. Just want to make sure you know what you are coming across, and discernment is important. You know, so listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, and then act accordingly is what I want to say here. Okay, but yeah, this is you. It could be that you are, it could be you reaching out to someone, it could be but here you are not feeling good about it, you are regretting things, something. So on the other hand, Leo, this could also be maybe you are not sleeping well. So know what you can do to address that situation. And this is maybe you are exhausted. This is like an overstimulated mind, you know. If you are feeling a little bit restlessness, that energy of restlessness that you have to, this is like doing, like jumping from one thing to the next, you know, and not, yeah, mind is like overactive, mind is overstimulated. So you might feel, it could also be talking fast, you know, or it could also be someone you are meeting, maybe they talk fast, you know. So yes, if this is your energy, what I want to say is, if you are feeling a little bit like that sense of uneasiness, know what's going on internally, and resting the mind is important. So maybe, do you want to take a break? Do you want to, if you can't take a break, then it's also about, you know, taking break, you know, a small breaks throughout the day, and stopping to understand what's going on in the body, how you are feeling about things. So that periodic check-in is important. Check in with yourself, okay? Breathe, relax, rest. Sometimes that 5 minutes of meditation is also, you know, help us calm the energy, calm the mind. And before you say anything, just take a step back and yeah, just taking a step back is important. Maybe think about writing things down and forming your thoughts before putting it out there is important. Otherwise, you will feel bad about things. I mean, regretful. If you have to change that, change your plans, if you have to change your decision, then you will feel bad about it, you know. So yeah, if you come across something, if someone needs something from you, then it's important you let them know that you will think about it maybe before you know, making any promises, making any commitments, and take your time to be more observant, assess the situation, evaluate, know what is it that you want. Then it's about, you know, negotiating the terms, and then doing what's right for you. You know, you have to do what's right for you. King of Cups is riding the waves. It could be that there are certain things happening underneath, but you are putting up a brave front. You are not sharing it. You are not letting anybody know. Instead, you are coming across as this person who got everything together. So, yeah, just be aware of that. Sometimes that also backfires. It's important to find a creative outlet if there is something you are coming across, a finding that creative outlet is important, so you can release and create some kind of balance. So things are not overwhelming. Finding that balance is important. So listen to your intuition. These are opposite energies. This is fast movement and this is slowing down. And this is mind and this is heart. So finding that right balance is important here, Leos. Okay, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Yeah, this full moon happening in the sign of Scorpio is reminding you to, if there is something that you are confused about, then this is about asking the right questions, digging deeper for the answers, and seeking the truth is important. That's what Scorpio full moon energy is reminding us. Okay, Leos, your message for this full moon is forgiveness. All right. So who need to forgive whom? It could also be self-forgiveness, forgiving yourself. And, if you are, it's like, self-expectations, Leos. This is what I was telling another sign. So it has to do with expectations. Like maybe, you want to do the right thing. You want to say the right thing. You want to be, yeah. So, but if you can't do that, if you drop a ball or something, then you are beating yourself down. This could also be self-judgment. Okay, you criticizing yourself, you judging yourself. And so both these energies are reminding you to be kind to yourself. Okay, so be aware of self-talks, how you are talking to yourself, and self-compassion is important. Okay, so that's what this energy is. This is healing. This is kindness, compassion, kindness, and being kind to ourselves is also important, right? So be aware of self-talks, how you are talking to yourself. And if you are judging yourself, then this is about forgiveness. And compassion is when we, if it has something to do with, people in your life, energy of a situation, past experiences, then this is about understanding. Compassion is about understanding our own feelings. When we understand our own feelings, then we can be compassionate to others as well. So maybe that's what this energy is about. Being aware of your own thoughts, feelings, and being kind to yourself is important. So the message is healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. Yes, healing is happening in relationships. So it could be your relationship with yourself, and yeah, taking care of yourself is important. Accepting yourself is important. Self-acceptance is important. All right, Leos, this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well, okay? Thank you and take care. Bye-bye. Sending you all full moon blessings. All right, moving on to Virgos. Hello, Virgos. Let's see what's coming through for you. Okay, Virgos, your cards are Wheel of Fortune. That's the full moon energy coming through. Full moon has to do with completion. and new beginnings. That's exactly what's happening here for you. Synchronistic moments. Wow. Again, new beginnings. Lovers. Okay, that's exactly what this energy is, my dear. Very heart-centered energy. Love. Um, this could be people in your life. It could be people you are coming across, or it could also be a project that's very close to your heart. Okay, something that you are really passionate about. You are taking action. So lovers here has to do with a choice, you know, um, choice, a turning point in your life, Virgo. Now you have to make a decision. You know, this is fork in the road. Now you have to make a decision whether you want to go right or left. And both comes with its own opportunities, blessings, and both will have its own challenges. Okay, learning challenges are learning experiences as well. So that's what you are deciding, and you are making the right decision. You know why? Because you are going with what your heart wants. You are listening to your intuition. You are staying in touch with yourself, and this is being in alignment. When I said aligned, meaning this is mind and this is heart, you know, and there is a balance happening here and perfection. So you are making the right decision here, and yeah, amazing. Isn't that amazing? Look at the cards here. Very clear cut, straightforward energy, no confusion. So yeah, full moon has to do with completion, new beginnings, and also clarity. You know, full moon is light. So that's what I'm seeing here. You coming across some news, information. It could also be your intuition. All right. So yes, lovers, you know, this is you. Again, you know, being in touch with yourself, focusing on your own feminine nature. We all have both masculine and feminine energies, you know. Masculine is drive, passion, our responsibilities, what we have to do. You know, and feminine is nurturing, caring, our spiritual side, our creative side, and yeah, beauty, love. And this is that's what you are focusing on: beauty, love, healing, nurturing, caring, compassion. And because of that, you are creating something amazing here. All right, so looks like things are turning around, or you are making things happen here. Okay, so there is a change happening, there is a transformation happening. So it could be your routine going through a change. It could be that you are taking up something new here, or it could be other things. It could be your business, it could be your relationships, it could be work related, a project that you are taking up. So some changes are happening, and you are hearing some news and information which is actually helping you move in the right direction. All right, healing is happening in relationships. So this is also you. It could be you having an open conversation with someone here, or it could also be you guys doing something together, collaborative effort. Or it could also be you taking up a new project that's very close to your heart. Okay, so yes. Okay, look at these cards here. This is how it showed up. Okay, so this could be the energy of the situation or conversations. Okay, so this is you doing the right thing. Okay, and this is sensitivity. but whatever it is that you are doing, there is love underneath. So you, it could be that you might, this could also be some judgment, some criticism, things like that. So if, you know, so whatever it is that you are coming across, know that there is love underneath. It could also be the way you are approaching situation. Maybe you are very blunt, very straightforward, and that can lead to some, you know, some emotional situation here. Maybe the other person is a bit sensitive. But even if you are being straightforward and blunt, that's because you are coming from the heart space, you know, from love. So yeah, if that person can understand it, good. But if not, that can lead to some sensitivity and emotions, some tears, things like that. But love is the heart of the matter here. All right, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. And Virgo, you are taking care of yourself. And this is also, it could be that you are you are taking a break, you are going somewhere, spending some time near water. It could also be you, it could be counseling therapy, it could be talk therapy, or it could be, you know, some therapeutic practices like going to a spa or taking up a spiritual practice. So maybe your routine is going through a change. Maybe you are taking up something new that is helping you stay calm, centered, and be more present maybe. And you are also feeling that sense of spiritual love, universal love, you know, being connected to everything and everybody around you. Very heart-based energy, heart-centered energy. Okay, Virgos, let's see what's coming through for you. Okay, your message is self-sufficiency, and that's what I am seeing here. Maybe you're taking a solo trip. Yeah, travel is coming through for some of you guys here, and it could be that you are taking a solo trip. It could be a retreat, as something like that, or could be other things. Okay, so the message is the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave or saying I don't need people. Instead, it's saying God is my source and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. Yes, this is, you know, you being open to the love that is already around you, acknowledging and appreciating the love that is already present in your life. And this is also you meeting people, the new people you are coming across, the current ones, with love, you know, and it's like when I said with love, what I mean is you are being present with whoever is in front of you, you know, this is also listening and empathizing, being compassionate, things like that. And if somebody wants to, you are letting people love you, Virgo. So, and you are letting people in maybe. On the other hand, this is also you reaching out for help and support if you need it. For some, again, it could be some therapeutic practices like counseling or something like that. So it could be that you are joining hands with someone, working with others here and letting people help you with things. And if there is something you need help with, then you are reaching out and letting people help you. So that's amazing how the cards showed up. So there is a change happening, a transformation, very transformative energy. All right, Virgos, this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well, okay? Thank you. Sending you all full moon blessings. Take care. All right, moving on to Libra. All right, Librans, let's see what's coming through for you. Queen of Cups. That's nice energy. Okay. Four of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Okay, and on the back of the deck, love is here. Okay, Libra. That's amazing. So this is you being receptive. You know, you being an open heart is what I'm seeing here. And this is you appreciating and acknowledging the love that is already present in your life, you know. And it could also be that you are reaching out and connecting with people, and you are coming from that place of love and peace and harmony. That's amazing. On the other hand, both this also has to do with self-care, you taking care of yourself. Okay, and if there is something, okay, full moon has to do with you know, we might come across some sense, yes, we might feel like sensitive. That's the full moon energy. And this could be either your energy, Libra, or it could be somebody else. This is a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and this full moon is happening in Scorpio. Okay, so it could be that these signs are in your chart, or it could be someone you are coming across. Maternal energy, again, something to do with your energy. Maybe, you know, you are feeling that love and you are feeling protective towards someone or something. It could be a project you are working on. It's very close to your heart, or it could also be people in your life. You know, this is you being, it could be you being your own parent, or you being everybody's parent. Meaning you are, you know, taking care of others, and at the same time you are also taking care of yourself. So love, peace, harmony, in, you know, emotional stability is what I am seeing here. On the other hand, maybe you are sleeping well, Libra, so that's nice. And you know, because of that, okay, this is your intuition. Full moons are also times when our intuition is strong. Okay, this could also be your intuition, strong intuition, psychic awareness, you receiving some blessings, some insights. So the reason why you are receiving it, you are open and receiving it. The reason why is because you are at peace, you are calm, you are not overthinking things. You know, the mind is calm here, my dear. So that's the reason why, you know, it's just pouring. Whatever wants to come through, it's just you are letting it flow through, you know. So that's amazing. And this is also open conversation. The guns are down here, you know. You are not picking up your weapons here. So guns are down, which means it's metaphorical. It's not like you are fighting with anybody. This is you trusting yourself. It could also be you, you know, having an honest, transparent conversation with whoever you are coming across. It could be that, it could even be strangers, you know. This is you 100% there. You are listening to what they are talking about, and you are coming from that place of empathy and compassion and love, you know. And it could also be, you know, people in your life. Maybe you are having an honest, transparent conversation with someone, and maybe that is actually also making you a little bit sensitive, but it's like you are okay with your vulnerabilities, you know. And that is, you know, when we are okay with our vulnerabilities, that help us strengthen our relationships. That's what's happening here. But when we are hiding things, when we are being secretive and we don't openly communicate, then, you know, it won't be, then there is always this wall, you know. And we won't be able to bond with others and when we let ourselves be seen the way we are with all our vulnerabilities, then it will be possible for others to connect with us. So that's what I'm seeing here for you. Yeah, moon is also here, Libra. Full moon energy. You are in that energy. Also, the Scorpio full moon is about seeking the truth, So, and full moons are also the time when things may feel a little bit unclear and uncertain. So that's also the time. So the Scorpio full moon is asking us to sit with our emotions, our feelings, whatever it is that we are coming across, and we don't want to draw any conclusions immediately. This is you being observant, being evaluating things, assessing situations, and also being aware of your own triggers, how you are feeling about things, and that is helping you heal. It could be self-healing, it could be you seeing past experiences in a different way, you seeing yourself in a different way, your relationships, things like that. So healing is happening. On the other hand, Libra, this is also yes, an openness is what I'm seeing with both these energies, with both these cards. Open and receptive to what's coming your way. So something new is on the horizon and you are taking it as an adventure. When I said that, what I mean is it could be a trip. Maybe you are going somewhere, or it could also be you meeting someone. If you are looking for love, then this is also you meeting someone here. On the other hand, it could also be you doing something as a family. It could also be your kids. Okay, maybe you are talking to them and you are listening and expressing yourself, your thoughts, and listening to them as well, and that is helping, making the bond stronger. On the other, making memories, happy memories. On the other hand, this is also you, it could be an opportunity coming your way. It could be you doing something like taking up a hobby or something like that. You may not know how it's going to turn out, what to expect, but this is you being open, and taking it as an adventure, a learning opportunity. So that's nice. For some of you, it could also be higher education. Yeah, pay attention to your intuition, signs, synchronicities, what you are coming across, because you are coming across some, and also your dreams, Libra, because you are, maybe think about writing down your dreams so you know what it's all about. Even if it doesn't make any sense, you still want to write it down. Maybe you will understand it later on. This is inspiring thoughts and ideas, and you don't want to procrastinate. If there is something you are coming across, you do share it, okay? You don't want to keep it to yourself, Libra. And here it feels like, there is something you don't want to do. You are not, it could be that you don't want to participate, you don't want to engage, and you want to be in your space, and you don't want to do it something about something here. So just know whether it's important, whether it needs your attention, what is it that you are you don't want to deal with, something like that is happening. Yeah, poetry, music, inspiration is what this energy is about. Maybe you are listening to music now, maybe you will come across some inspiring, maybe you are writing your thoughts, your ideas. So nice, being in touch with yourself, being in touch with your own feelings, and very inspiring. Okay, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards for you. Librans, your message is despair. All right. So the message is, I need your divine intercession right now. Oh great spirit, lift this darkness from my soul, free me from this burden, open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. All right, that's exactly what's happening here, Libra. So prayers are answered. So this is a prayer, okay? If there is something you are coming across and you don't want to deal with it, you are surrendering. You are, it's like you giving it to God and whoever you trust in. It could be, you can call it God, universal intelligence, your higher self, your spirit guide. So however you want to call that invisible force that guides our life, this is you surrendering. This is like you um, telling it, you don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Tell me, guide me in the right direction. Guide my choices, my decisions, my words, my actions. And this is you handing it over, and not trying to, you are not struggling with anything. You are not trying to figure things out, because that is our ego, that believes that we can do something all by ourselves. This is you including love, including the source. And it could also be you reaching out to the right people, Libra, getting the help you need. It could be, counseling. It could be, asking for different, reaching out to someone for their perspectives, things like that. Or it could also be your angels, your guides, your God. Okay, you're handing it over and asking it to guide your decisions, your actions, your words, and your path. So that's amazing. One more time, I need your divine intercession right now. Oh great spirit, lift this darkness from my soul, free me from this burden, open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. Yeah, this is love and peace. And that's exactly what you are getting. Whatever it is that you are praying for. Now, yeah, a gift, a present, amazing. So Librans, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Sending you all full moon blessings. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well, okay? Take care. Bye. All right. All right, let's see, moving on to Scorpio. So Scorpio, let's see what's coming through for your sign. You can use this moon and your moon or the rising sign. All right, Scorpios, your cards are Chariot. Okay. You are going somewhere. Hermit. Scorpio, this full moon is happening in your sign. Wow. Look at these cards here. Death is ruled by your sign. So that's exactly what's coming through. And this, you are in this full moon energy. Okay. King of Swords is also here. It could be someone you are dealing with. So Hermit is ruled by Virgo. Chariot is ruled by Cancer. Scorpio is your energy. Sorry, Death is ruled by your sign. And then King of Swords is an air element. So it could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. It could be that these signs are in your chart. Okay, it could be someone you are dealing with. So it may have something to do with your social life. Maybe you are mingling with a lot of people. It could be work related. It could be, personal life. On the other hand, looks like with the Chariot, it could be that maybe you know, you are making some plans here, and change of plan is what I'm seeing. It could be that maybe you are coming across some delays, some setbacks here, or it could be that it could be, you know, conflicts in your own mind. Um, okay, so it could be that you want to do something, like your heart wants something, and your mind, maybe you are telling yourself it just doesn't make any practical sense, you know. So know what is it that you really want to do. Do you want to yeah, I don't know, I don't want to say like listen to your heart and follow your inspiration. um, that's what I would do, but you are not me, so so know what is it. It's about finding that balance, the right balance, you know. Yes, there are certain things we really want to do, but we don't do it because it just doesn't make any, it doesn't, we don't think it's realistic. We don't think it doesn't make any practical sense. So we hold ourselves back, you know. Or it could be coming across some hermit. Hermit has to do with, you know, our judgments. You know, it could be you coming across self-doubts, you asking yourself questions. So just be aware of what's going on internally. Some situation you are coming across, it's like a little bit conflicting. Uh, and this also has to do with, you know, people you are with, Scorpio. It could be workmates, it could be you know, partnerships, um, personal life, things like that. Maybe you know, when it comes to this particular situation, you are not on the same page, and that is making you doubt things. But your sign is all about digging deeper for truth, seeking the truth, you know, and that's what the card is reminding you. Don't go by, so the card is reminding you to take a step back. If you are coming across some doubts here, that's okay, you know. You don't want to judge yourself. Instead, this is about being clearly seeing how you are feeling about things, and acknowledging your own feelings, you know. It could be beliefs, it could be the way you are understanding things, it could be your thoughts, whatever it is, it's there for a reason. This is about accepting them, and acknowledging them, but also asking yourself, okay, what is the truth here, you know. So that will help you make that decision. If there is any decision, you know, sometimes we have to question our own emotions. We don't want to make any emotional choices, but it's about understanding our emotions, whether it's coming, where it's coming from. Is it coming from a place of love and strength and inspiration and truth, or whether it's coming from a place of fear? um, you know, so when that is settled, then you will be able to move forward. You will be able to make a decision and move forward. Yeah, this is you holding the lantern and, you know, evaluating things, which is what this full moon energy is all about, and it's happening in your sign, Scorpio. So this is about taking a step back. If you are coming across some a fork in the road, this is you, instead of pushing through, you are taking it as an opportunity to take pause and go over the details, and you are paying attention to the details here, and you are evaluating things, you are observing, you are being observant, assessing the situation in order to gain a deeper understanding, you know, in order to clearly understand what's happening here, so you can then make a decision. So this is where you are being a little bit flexible. And yes, the death card, that is actually helping you simplify, Scorpio. So because you are going evaluating things and going over the stuff, You know, it could be what's in the external. It could be decluttering. Maybe you are cleaning up your home, um, your garage, your closet, things like that. And so you are going over everything, single thing that you possess, you know, that you own, in order to understand whether you still want it or whether it's time for you to give it away, donate, throw it away, things like that, you know. Or it could also be beliefs. Uh, Sometimes we pick up, learn things from childhood, you know, from society. It could be cultural beliefs. It could be the way we do things. It's not, you know, when we think deeply about these things, we will understand that it's not our own. These beliefs are not our own. This is something that we picked up from childhood, from society, from you know, our people, from teachers, you know, things like that, you know. So this is, you know, sometimes there comes a time when we have to sit with ourselves to really understand what is my authentic beliefs, you know, what is, how do I understand, like what is my understanding, you know. Sometimes we also pick up things from books, and whatever they the book in on the books, it's actually somebody else's truth, you know. It's the writer's truth, what they have experienced, how they perceive and understanding a situation. That's what's on the books, and we don't want to make it our own, you know. If we do it, then we will never be able to understand ourselves better, you know. We will be living somebody else's life. So this is about whatever it is that you are coming across. It could be cultural beliefs, it could be a particular situation you are coming across. Instead of you know, you going by those old beliefs, this is you trying to understand, you know, if it makes sense to you, you know. um, Instead of society, instead of the people in your life, you know, whoever you are with, this is about you asking yourself, okay, what is my understanding, what is my truth, you know, does it make any sense, things like that. So, and this is where you are going through a transformation, very deep. My goodness, look at this. Do you blame me? Chariot, Hermit, Death card, all three major arcana cards. You know, this is, and the full moon is happening in your sign. So this is, this full moon is helping you release something that's not helpful anymore and create a transformation, create a change. So you are cleaning up the mess here. Again, it could be your home, it could be your workspace, it could be you know, a project that you are working on. Maybe you are just shunning the whole thing and you are redoing things, or it could be some beliefs. Yeah, this is also universe interfering. You know, if you are not making those changes, maybe universe is interfering and forcing you to make those changes, Scorpio. But know that there is a blessing in disguise. Yes, it won't feel comfortable, but there is an opportunity, there is a blessing here, okay? On the other hand, for some of you guys, it could be a deal that you are closing. It could be buying, selling, something like that. Here, some negotiations are happening. Maybe things are getting a little bit delayed, but maybe that's also happening for a good reason. You are making some decisions here. The cards are reminding you to remain flexible. You know, if you are coming across some setbacks, things like that, the cards are reminding you to, you know, remain a little bit flexible and know what can be done here in order to proceed with whatever it is that you are doing, okay? Yeah, so you might have to come up with some creative way of doing things. And you also have the Empress. This is creativity. So if something is not going the way you had expected, you have to be a little bit inventive. You might have to come out of your comfort zone and try something new, try something different here. and you might also have to do something that you may not feel comfortable. But there is an opportunity here. Okay, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Something to, yeah, the hermit could be someone you are coming across, you are dealing with. Maybe it could be that they are challenging your thoughts, your ideas about things, and you now have to come up with a new way of doing things. Be creative in your approach. Approaching that situation differently is what I'm seeing. Okay, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards for you. Scorpios, your message for this full moon is service. All right. Maybe you are changing up your priorities here. You are approaching something in a different way. So the message is, you stop using the universe to try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. Yeah, this is where you are remaining a little bit flexible and changing up your plans. Maybe, yeah, a change of plan, priorities. And you are, remember I told you in the beginning, mind and heart, you know. So maybe the message is reminding you to stay in your heart and listen to your intuition, listen to your heart. What is it that you truly want in this situation, and go for it. When it comes to, if you have a service-based business, if you are not sure how to proceed with things, then the cards are reminding you to focus on service maybe and let go of the outcome. This is you coming from that place of love, you know, and yeah, and you are letting go of expectations here maybe, and how things are going to turn out, things like that. Instead, the intention is to be of service maybe, and intention is to help, support. You are coming from that heart space, love. Yes, and there is nothing, you don't need to you don't need to struggle with anything, Scorpio. The card is reminding you to just stay in your heart, and you will shown the right, you will be shown the right path, you know, because that's the right decision. Love is the answer. All right, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay, take care. Sending you all full moon blessings. Bye-bye. All right, now let's see. Let's see what's coming through for Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's coming through for you. Your cards are Knight of Wands. That's totally your energy, Sagittarius. Fire element. You are a fire sign, so you are actively pursuing something here. King of Pentacles, another code card, someone you are dealing with, an earth sign. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. And then Five of Swords. Yes, your interactions with others. Looks like you guys are not on the same page. There is some disagreements happening, and there is also some negotiations happening here. It could be that you are comparing, you know, comparing yourself with them. And Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you are ready, whatever it is that you want to begin. It feels like here you are actively pursuing something, and the card is reminding you you are now ready for whatever this is. So, and this is also reminding you to slow down. And King of Pentacles is earth element, so this has to do with paying attention to the details, taking some practical steps, and finding some kind of balance, you know. So, and that's what's happening here. So this is you, this is opposite energies, you know. This is where some disagreements are happening. This is where you are appreciating what's around, you know. It could be people in your life, it could be the beauty you are already surrounded with, it could be nature, it could be where you are, how far you have come, your accomplishments, things like that. So yeah, you are here, independence is what I'm seeing. You are freeing yourself from something or someone. It could be, you know, business partnerships. It could be that maybe you guys are going your separate ways. Yeah, this is how the card showed up. Going your separate ways. And this is, yeah, Five of Swords. With Five of Swords, you are winning, Sagittarius, but know what you are losing in the meantime. Okay, sometimes, sorry, it's a bit challenging, Sagittarius. So it could be, something else. Okay, it could, you know. Yes, what I want to say is, to finish my thought, you know, sometimes we win in life, but actually, you know, we lose something important. And sometimes by losing something we win, you know, something that's really important. So that's something that I am getting intuitively for you here. It could be energy of a situation. So the card is reminding you what's worth fighting for, you know. And how we fight something is also important. How we fight a battle is also important, you know. So just be aware of that. What's the path you are taking? It could also be somebody else's energy, it doesn't have to be you. Okay, someone here is, they just want to win at all cost, is what I'm saying. Or some comparison is happening. It could be, you know, sometimes when we compare ourselves with others, we either feel better than or less than. And when that happens, you know, we also misjudge the situations, people we are coming across, things like that. So that is what I'm getting. I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to over exaggerate. So just be aware of what you are coming across. On the other hand, it could also be a vendor. Maybe you are negotiating with a vendor. Maybe there are certain things you want to do and you don't want to spend a lot of time, money, and if they are taking their own sweet time, then you are, you know, giving them a piece of your mind. You are doing something about it, things like that. So it could also be that for some of you. Yes. Yeah, finding that right balance is important. So if you are pursuing something actively, this is you taking up, finding a practical way of doing things, you know, taking some practical steps here, and also finding that balance. This is earth energy and this is fire energy. Earth has to do with stability, and fire has to do with our passion. So this is about grounding this is you grounding and balancing your energies and then moving forward with whatever it is that you are doing. This is you, something to do with your stability, your values here. You are sticking to your values, your principles, and then moving forward, taking action from that place is what I'm saying. Something to do with your job and career. It could also be where you are asking for what you want, Yeah, sometimes then people won't like it. If they have to do something about it, then they won't like it. So this is, yes, again, some negotiations here are happening, and you being assertive, being straightforward, being honest, and asking for what you want, things like that. So let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what's coming through for you. Something to do with communication here. It could be that someone is holding back. It could be that you are sending someone a message and they are not responding, or they are just they don't want to talk about it and they are holding back. It could be it could either be your energy, Sagittarius, it could be somebody else. They are not appreciating, someone here is not appreciating the effort, or they are holding back. So something to do with words and communication. That can also lead to some disappointments. Okay, so the message for this full moon is courage. All right, and that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, when I said you are ready, meaning it could be that, you are pursuing something here, you are taking some brave action, and you are moving forward with your plans. You are moving forward with your plans, and someone is getting, it's like you telling people, okay, I am going forward with this. If you want to join me, join, or else I am doing it all by myself. Something like that, all by myself. You can do it. It could be that they are still in their mind, they are still deciding. Maybe they can't make up their mind, but you are still going forward with whatever it is that you want to do. But it's like maybe they want to make sure that, everything is, all the details are being taken care of. Maybe they want to be a little bit, they want to be sure of where you are going. But it's like with you, maybe you don't have a plan and you just want to go there and then figure out how to get things done. But opposite energies, they want to be sure where you are going, how you want to get there, things like that. Like for instance, like if you are going on a trip, right, the people you are going with, maybe you want them to go with you, but they want to be sure of every single detail, but for you really don't care, and so maybe that's what's happening here. You are like, hurry up, make up your mind, or I am on my way, something like that. Okay, So the message is divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says keep going. Do it. Don't worry. All will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear divine, may I feel your courage and your will. All right, you are not letting fear hold you back. This is where you are being, if you are feeling a little bit doubtful about things, you know, something, or if something or someone is slowing you down, this is where you are asking, it could be that you are asking them or you are asking yourself that not to let fear hold you guys back, you know. So this is about you being brave, being courageous. You are taking some action here, and you are moving forward with your plans despite fear. Maybe, you know, you are also not sure how things are going to turn out, but this is you trusting yourself, being confident and moving forward anyways. So Sagittarius, that's powerful energy. Thank you for being here. I hope this was helpful. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay, sending you all full moon blessings. Take care. Okay, now let's see what's coming through for Capricorns. Oh no. Okay, 1 second. Let me get that card. All right. Let's see what's coming through for Capricorns. Okay, Capricorns, your cards are Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, and okay, Magician is also here. Okay, Magician's energy has to do with you manifestations. This is you getting something you want. Okay, it could be that whatever it is that you want, Capricorns, now it could be that you finding the right resources, right help, right support, things are just happening. Okay, so that's what manifestation is about. Something that you wanted is happening now. So that's amazing. Just be aware of illusions. You know, magicians, what is magician's energy? Magician's energy has to do with illusions, right? This is, yeah, you know, so this is like, you don't want to like blindly, so this is like, someone is saying something, but this is like you are excited about what's on the horizon. Yes, a change is happening, and here you are feeling a little bit doubtful. It's like you don't want to, it's like you don't want to like blindly follow what the other person is talking about and just follow them. Instead, you are also, you also want to, you know, you are waiting here, you are being patient here. And it could be that maybe things are not clear at this moment, even though you know, someone is asking, saying something. This is, yeah, maybe you want to make sure, so you are not um, making that decision yet. You are not ready to make that decision yet. So this is you waiting. It could be waiting for someone, waiting for the approval, something to happen, patience, and waiting for the right information, clarity, things like that. So the high priestess energy is listening to your intuition. You know, it could be that you are listening to your intuition. So that's the reason why you are not doing anything about this situation. Page of Wands could be someone you are dealing with. This is fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Looks like Sagittarius, Wheel of Fortune has to do with Sagittarius energy. So, or it could be that these signs are in your chart. Um, yeah, something new is on the horizon and you are very excited about it, and change is in the middle of the reading. But here you are feeling a little bit doubtful. Because maybe, you know, the complete information is not there. So when I said listening, you are listening to your intuition. You want to make sure, Capricorn, if it's your fear that's holding you back, you know, sometimes it's not our intuition telling us things, it's our fear, you know. So just be aware of fear-based thinking here. Yeah, that's important to know. It's important to uh, that discernment is needed. That distinction needs to be clear, whether it's your fear or your intuition that you are listening to. Okay. Yes, Wheel of Fortune here also has to do with your social circle. Maybe you are meeting new people. Something to do with spirituality is also coming through. It could be that you are taking up a new spiritual practice. It could be that you are going on a retreat or something, or it could be someone you are reaching out to. It could be that maybe some of you guys are interested in past life regression. Both these cards has to do with past. Okay, so it could be that you are hearing from someone from the past, or it could be past life, you know, uh, past life connections. Destiny is playing out here, karmic, something to do with karmic relationships, things like that. So it doesn't have to be negative. I'm not here to scare you or anything, but it could also be positive, you know. Maybe um, someone you instantly form a connection with. It may have something to do with a past life connection, you know. So, or it could be something that you are taking up now, a project you are taking up now. Maybe you are also, maybe this is something that you have done in a past lifetime. I don't know, you know. So you will remember things, you know. The thing is, here it feels like maybe there is certain things that you are interested in doing, but you are like, you are maybe telling yourself that you don't have the necessary skills, you don't have the knowledge, things like that. um, or it could be, you know, some, yeah, but it's like it's an inspiration, like you are inspired to do something here. um, so if that is the case, maybe it is destiny. Okay, maybe this is something you are destined to do, um, and you don't want to let those things hold you back. Like, don't tell yourself you don't know what to do, you don't have the necessary skills, you don't know what to expect, things like that. This is be in the flow, go with the flow, Capricorns. Okay, maybe this is, you will remember things once you are working on it, you will remember things. If this is something you are meant to do, you will move into it easily. The transformation will happen, the transition will happen easily. That's what I'm seeing with the High Priestess, a transition phase. Or it could be that maybe some of you guys are interested in a past life regression, or you are approaching an astrologer, a tarot reader, a Reiki practitioner, a healer, counselor, things like that. Or it could also be your own energy. Maybe you are an intuitive person, so you want to listen to your intuition, but remember, you are not listening to your fears. Okay, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Companionship. Okay, so yeah, someone you are coming across. It could be romantic love, it could be platonic, it could be friendship, but someone you can trust, someone who easily just gets you. Maybe you both have common interest. So yeah, the message is, when you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, you are ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. May I welcome this solitude, knowing it will open the way for all healthy relationships. Yes. So maybe you are okay with your solitude, and maybe that's the reason why you are, it could be that you are waiting for the right person, Capricorn, the right friendship, the right experiences, something like that, yeah, waiting. Capricorns, that's what I have for you. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next reading. Okay, bye-bye. All right, moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, let's see what's coming through for you. All right, Aquarius. Your cards are Page of Pentacles, something new is on the horizon, an adventure. Death card, you might come across it's a little bit challenging, a little bit tiring maybe. Ace of Pentacles, yes. And the World, yes. A travel, a trip is coming through, an adventure. The World has to do with Sagittarius energy. It could be that maybe you are dealing with a Sagittarius, or Sagittarius is in your chart. Death card here has to do with Scorpio energy. Maybe this is in your chart. And something is completing here, which is the full moon energy, completion and new beginnings. It could be travel, or it could also be you moving into a new cycle. Okay, you are taking it as an adventure. It could be that you don't know what to expect, what to expect, but you are remaining open. You are taking it as an adventure, an opportunity, a learning experience. This is exploring. Both these cards has to do with exploring. So it could be exploring a new place, it could be exploring a new store, or it could also be self-discovery. You understanding you learning something about yourself, learning. So it could be you taking up a creative project maybe. Here the Death card is reminding you, don't go by the surface appearances of things. This is Scorpio full moon energy, okay, reminding you that focus on the light, focus on the possibilities, and don't go by the surface appearances of things. Maybe things might look a little bit bad on the surface, but there is a blessing, there is an opportunity, the sunrise, maybe things are a little bit challenging, but there is a reward waiting for you, and that's the reward. Okay, so keep this in the mind. So staying open to, so this is where the card is reminding you to remain a little bit flexible, and keep the eyes on the possibilities, keep the eyes on the light. This is your reward. This is something, see, Page of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. So a golden opportunity is here, Aquarius. So this, for some, this could be, changing homes. Maybe you are relocating, you are moving into a new home, or it it could be that you are a transition phase. It could be that you are in between jobs, and maybe you are ending and starting a new job. It could be starting a new business, or it could also be going back to school, higher education, a learning opportunity, trainings, things like that. And you are open to what you are coming across, even though it's a little bit challenging, but reward is great. Yeah, blooming. You are blooming, meaning wherever you are moving into, you are making the right decision. You are on the right path. And this is like manifestations. Something tangible is what I'm seeing. So hard work is paying off, Aquarius. You are getting the rewards of your hard work. It could also be that you are cleaning up now, cleaning up the mess. You are letting go of things you don't need. It could be your home. It could be, goals. It could be relationships. It could be places. Something that doesn't resonate with you anymore. That is transforming. It could be that energy is transforming. Some changes are happening there, or it could be that you are letting it go and you are moving towards something that you really want. So you are on the right path. Transformation is what this energy is. Something is transforming. It could be a relationship. It could be, a job situation, your work situation. Okay. So the message is forgiveness. I told you, you are letting go of something that you don't need anymore. It could be, you forgiving people, letting go of, emotions, something that's not good for you. Okay, so the message is healing. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. That is the new. So this is where the acceptance is needed. You are, instead of, expecting things to go in a certain way, the energy is reminding you to accept things as they are in this moment. Don't put a lot of pressure on you. Don't be so hard on you. Instead, release the expectations and stay open, because right now in this moment, even though it's challenging, right now, there is a blessing, there is healing, there is an opportunity. So we just want to, it's about surrendering and believing that this too is happening for a good reason. It could be, again, a transition for some of you, but, reach out, keep the eyes on the possibilities. There is a reward waiting for you. So Aquarius, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay, sending you all full moon blessings. Okay, now let's see what's coming through for Pisces. Pisces, thank you for being here. Let's see what's coming through for you. Okay, Pisces, your cards are World. World has to do with completion. You moving into a new cycle. You are finishing up something. Moon has to do with the full moon happening in Scorpio. So you are in that energy. And 8 of Wands. Okay, a trip is coming up. Moon and the World trip. Moon and the World, two major arcana cards. All right, so 8 of Cups here has to do with you. It could be travel, going somewhere. Or if you are traveling, then this is you coming back home, So little bit sadness. Maybe you just want to stay there. You don't want to go. Yeah, a little bit sadness is what I'm seeing. And World and the Moon and 8 of Wands. These are your cards for this full moon. So again, strongly a trip is coming up. So if you are not planning, then start planning. And on the other hand, this is also this is expansion and growth. Okay, it could be that you are finishing something, you are reaching a milestone and you are stepping into a new cycle. And on the other hand, this is also your social circle, you know, your social life. um, could be your community, could be friendships, could be you collaborating with people. You are reaching out to people who are in a different, you who lives in a different part of the country, or you know, who are in different part of the world, things like that. So yeah, social life is changing, and this is also your community, you know, if something to do with your business, something that you are working, a project you are working on, you are collaborating with people from different parts of the world now. um, or something to do with with travel. It could be, you know, something to do with visa, or you hearing from someone who lives in a different part of the world. And moon is also here. Yes, this is reminding you to be confident, be brave, and push through. Things may seem a little bit challenging, but Pisces, what I want to remind you is this is all fears coming up. You know, what are these fears? This is also reminding you in the night, you know, in the dark. Sometimes a rope looks like a snake, but it's not a snake, it's a rope. So the full moon energy is all about, you know, things not being clear. You know, certain things may not seem clear. So before drawing a conclusion and arriving at a decision, the card is reminding you to look deeper for answers, seek the truth, which is the Scorpio full moon is all about. Scorpio has to do with digging deeper for answers, seeking the truth, you know. So this is you doing the same. This is you looking at things from a different angle, from a different light, and you are seeing something more clearly. You know, a different understanding is what I'm seeing here for you. So a transformation, you know, maybe that is actually helping you let go of something, disconnect from something here. Yeah, disconnection is a release, disconnecting from something is what I'm saying. Eight of Wands has to do with progress. It has to do with communication. Again, see this. It could be that you are reaching a milestone, Pisces, and you are hearing from people. A celebration is happening, maybe. You are hearing from people from different parts of the world. Congratulations. And on the other hand, this is also, again, travel. I told you that many times. That because that's coming through very strongly for you guys. On the other hand, this is also going home, going back home. So it could be, you know, home is where the heart is, you know. So this is wherever you are, whoever you are with, this is feeling a sense of belonging, feeling like this is where you are meant to be, you know. So it could be friendships, it could be your community. Maybe you are doing things with others, you are collaborating on a project. It could be community work, it could be social media, it could be friendships, family members. Communication, a lot of exchanging new ideas. It could be that you are coming across a lot of new ideas, you know. So the world is opening up for you, a whole world of new possibilities are coming up, and this is where you are taking a risk, you are being brave, confident, you are moving, pushing through the challenges. You know, you are not letting the fears hold you back. Amazing. And on the other hand, Pisces, this is also you. If there is a situation you are coming across in something that's challenging, this is you being a source of inspiration and guidance for others. Okay, you being the light in the dark. That's amazing. You are showing others the way, you know. It could be teaching, it could be, yeah, you being there, being present, things like that. So you are letting things fall in its place. You know, this is you releasing all kinds of expectations, maybe, and you are letting things be. Instead of changing, fixing anything, you are accepting things as they are. Slowing down is also what I'm seeing. So maybe, you know, this is a turning point in your life, and the cards are reminding you now it's time for you to take a moment, you know, to rest, relax, do something that you enjoy doing. travel, explore. When I said explore, it could be doing things in a different way, changing things up, exploring a new place, self-discovery. Is there something else you want to do? Things like that. So amazing. So let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards for you. Number 8 has to do with abundance. So new possibilities, new opportunities are showing up. Communication, lot of back and forth. Okay, so your message is self-sufficiency. This message came through for someone else as well. I don't remember who. So the message is the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding. Oh, this message came through for Sagittarius. And Sagittarius energy is coming through for you. This is ruled by Sagittarius. And this is ruled by Cancer. So maternal energy, Pisces. So it may have something to do with your family, close relationships, or it could be friendships and your community. So the message is the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying God is my source and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. Yes, this is you showing up, and doing what needs to be done maybe. And you are getting the help you need. And yeah, the support that you are seeking, the help you are seeking is there. It could be that you are reaching out for help and help is coming your way. Whatever it is, this is manifestation, Pisces. So whatever it is that you are seeking, whatever it is that you are going after, it's coming. Okay, so that's amazing. The missing point, what's missing is here. So this is, also trusting yourself, knowing, this is also like believing that you lack nothing, you have plenty. So lack comes from our fear, our expectations maybe. And this is you noticing things what you already have in your life and taking that moment to appreciate, acknowledge what you are surrounded with, So it could also be a collaborative project, working with others, and self-sufficiency. It could be that you are doing things by yourself, but also when you need help, you are also reaching out for help and support. So that's wonderful. Pisces, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Take good care of yourself. Sending you all full moon blessings. I will see you in my next reading. Bye-bye. Take care. All right.